many times I have to keep saying that? Just because you open your legs for a man and he gets you pregnant and you decide to keep that baby, because yes, everybody has a choice. You decide to keep that baby, but you really think that having a baby by a man who doesn't even fuck with you like that is going to make him stay? Stop having sex. Stop having sex. Stop being so fucking horny that you bring children into this world that you don't even care about. Your kids are gonna resent you. Why are you having so many kids if you can't even give them the attention that they need? You never cared about being able to make sure that they have a comfortable place to lay their head because you care more about a man.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. Thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing.
Jumbo everyone, welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about neglecting your children for clout, specifically Chrisean and the Resilient / Stephanie Jenkins. So without further ado, let's get started. Y'all, I actually decided to speak on both of these people. I've been wanting to make a video about both of them, but I'm like, why not merge it into one video? Especially because we know that these stereotypes and opinions can mainly be focused on the Black community, but I also want to shed some light on the white community, aka the Resilient Jenkins. So in this video we're going to be going over both how and why both are neglecting their children for clout, and ultimately where I see the children in the future. I think especially the craziest part throughout this whole conglomerate of both parents is that everything is being broadcasted, everything is being posted online. So for Chrisean, we're gonna start with Chrisean and then we're gonna go on to Stephanie. I hope y'all know, like, I'm not one of those YouTubers that goes on a full deep dive research on who these people are, because that's not what we're here for. I'm here to talk about the things that they have been doing and posting online since they have been online. So if you're looking for Chrisean Rock, also known as, was born in, this is not the channel for it, okay? We get straight to the shit talking. Thank you. So anyways, so I think we all know Chrisean is most popular for being Blueface's girlfriend and their tumultuous relationship throughout the course of their relationship, and Blueface going to jail, then her getting pregnant. And I will never forgive the people. This is also what I mean by when I say baby mama culture in your 20s with no ring, because her setting herself up to have a baby by Blueface, and allegedly the baby's not even Blueface's, it's her ex Ronnie's who died, and he even said himself, like, that's probably my kid. And I think that in like a clip that I saw, that when Chrisean's getting a ultrasound, Blueface is like, so when did she get pregnant? How many weeks along is she? Because I'm trying to do the math in my head and you got her best friend there just yapping, and it makes you look more guilty when you're over explaining yourself, coming from an over explainer. But Blueface, like, he low-key knew deep down, he's like, that's not my kid. And I think it's also like a thing that we should notice, that she didn't want to get the baby DNA tested, and I think that should say something, right? So when Junior was born, because she named the baby after herself, when Junior was born, Chrisean was just parading around that newborn like it wasn't shit, making him wear the same bear suit over and over again. Like, Chrisean never wanted to be a mother. She wanted to trap Blueface, and look at where it got her. And this is why I be saying, like, the dick is never that fucking good, bro. Like, I get it. There's a thing called being dickmatized and all that stuff, but like, when you involve a child into it, that's where I start looking at you sideways. If you want to be a crazy ass bitch running after a nigga because that's your nigga and you love him so much, go ahead. But when you involve a child into it, that's when I start looking at you like, so you don't got nothing better to do? You don't have anything better to do?
When a person was 5 months pregnant and asks if they can get an abortion, someone who was smoking and drinking while they were pregnant because they said, it don't matter, I'm gonna abort it anyway. Someone who jumped in a boiling hot jacuzzi while very, very pregnant because they were trying to kill the baby, and they were crying hysterically saying that they don't want it, to now having the baby physically here on earth. You never see this woman walking around with a diaper bag. The baby can't even stand and walk on his own. He's like 2 years old. He can't even sit up. He doesn't even look straight. He looks up when he's laying down. He clearly has some type of syndrome. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to assume what he has. But he does not look like he's okay. He's not developing properly. And also, a huge part of your development as a young baby is your parents, what they do to teach you, to talk to you, to hold you, to feed you. She literally tries to make that baby independent without, the baby doesn't know how to do anything yet. I bet you that baby can't even like hold a bottle for himself so he can drink out of it. Now the latest is the boyfriend Bino that she was with. The latest thing that he said was, one, he left her because he was like just seeing how bad of a parent that she is. He was just so uncomfortable. But the latest thing is that when they were together in bed, they heard a loud thump, and it was Junior rolling off the bed. He's on the floor. You know what she says? She says to leave him there, that he can get himself up, that it will build strength if he can get himself up. As a disabled baby, she didn't even care to check if he was okay. Motherly instincts don't magically kick in once you give birth. That's just not something that happens for everyone. And especially if you're already cold and not really somebody that was looking forward to this or interested in it at all. I don't know what delusional mind world anybody could ever think that this would have changed who she is as a person or the outcome that was very, very clear to everyone with common sense. It takes very little research to see how negligent this woman is. And honestly, I would not be surprised if that baby ends up passing away or if she ends up in jail. Those are the two options that I see for her. I don't see anything else.
What? That's what me and her really got into it about. The look, little bro fall off the bed. I'm like, man, picking him up. She like, oh, he's strong. Man, bitch, pick up the fucking.
There's like another star who had her daughter early and she has special needs, and you can just see the way that she treats her child and takes care of her child like a human. Chrisean, the way she parades that baby around, like I just said. Junior is going on two and a half now. He can't walk, he can't talk, and he's probably blind or he only has peripheral vision, because when you really notice, like, he doesn't blink. Chrisean has to put her hand on his face to try to make him blink, to try to have the illusion that he's, you know what I mean, not coherent, but just like there. And that's where it's also so sad, because the selfishness of Chrisean, because she has this big ass ego and thinks that she's above everyone else, that she doesn't want to get intervention for her child. And that's what I can't stand, is some of you parents who don't want a disabled child so fucking bad that you literally try to put them being normal, like you try to put normalness on them, and with that you are taking away the care and intervention that they could have to live the best fulfilling life that they can live. But now she has taken that opportunity away, because there's somebody who said that they're like a childhood developmental, like that's their job, and specifically from birth to 3 years old. The amount of milestones that he should have been hitting and has not been hitting is very apparent, that she's not doing what she needs to do.
So let me say this. I have a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. My degree goes from birth to 3rd grade, and I have a minor in special education. When I look at this baby who just had his 2nd birthday, and I realize that up until now, he's more than likely not received any services, it breaks my heart, because I know that even if somebody were to get him today and start getting him help, he is so far behind and delayed. Like, the fact that we're watching this and screaming, and it's like literally nothing we can do. She's moving from place to place, house to house with this. But yeah, I thought I was joking before about reporting her when she live. This shit is ridiculous. Anybody that say mind your own business, I can't say what I want to say because I'm damn near on my last strike. But I'm not minding nothing when I'm looking at something like this. And if you can mind your own business, because that's her child, we need less people like you. And that's the reason why she like that. Because all them people around her, smoking around her, sitting around her. Mind you, this was on live at midnight.
That baby is up to the wee hours of the night. Chrisean is sitting there on random ass people's lives, drinking, smoking, and the people who are in that room with that baby, you are complacent as well. I've also heard that CPS has been trying to get this girl, but they can't because she doesn't have a physical address. And that's why it bothers me that all of you people sitting around when she brings this child are complacent. I won't forget this, and I'm sorry, I do have to show it because it just shows how bad of a mother she is and how many milestones this child is not hitting. She was on this live where she put Junior in a chair, like to sit up. The baby can't even sit up. The baby is literally like just body, like he looks lifeless.
You can hear the audience telling her to get her baby.
Oh, hell no. Bro, pick that baby up, bro. Bro, pick that baby. Bro, pick that baby up, bro. What the fuck?
video of Chrisean Jr. being placed down on that chair and him just staring up at the ceiling into fucking outer space is fucking sad. It is so sad, and it is sickening that Chrisean is not held accountable for what she has done to Chrisean Jr. Chrisean Jr. was not born this way. He was made this way. He was made this way because of his mother, because of her neglect while she was pregnant with him, because of her current neglect of what she is doing with him, which is nothing. Chrisean Jr. has made no progress, and it has been, 26 months since he's been born? I don't think Chrisean Jr. ever crawled, held his head up, reached for toys if he even had any, or ate some fucking food. All Chrisean has done is tote him around like a ventriloquist doll from place to city, leave him laying there on the floor. The poor thing allegedly is blind and cannot see, leaves him laying there. No stimulation, nothing. This child, he is no longer a baby. Let's get that settled. I see a lot of people who make comments that he is still just a baby. He is not. In 2 years, he should be entering preschool. But I don't think he will ever get to that point because Chrisean does not put him, or as far as we know, does not put him in any kind of physical therapy or any therapy at that. And the adults around Chrisean who invite her to these podcasts, these streams, these shows, whatever it is that she is doing, should be fucking canceled. They should be ashamed of themselves.
And that is why I'm saying, like, you people are so fucking selfish to bring these children into this world to suffer, because that's all he's doing right now. He doesn't have a routine. And that is what kids who have a disability need. They need routine. They need structure. And has Chrisean given any of that? No. I'm telling you right now, that baby, the only structure that baby had was when it was in foster care when Chrisean went to jail. That's probably the only amount of structure that baby had. As soon as she got that baby back, she was hopping on live left to right. Now she's with Ray J. What the fuck is going on? Take care of your baby.
Y'all, Chrisean Rock is only sleeping with Ray J because she don't give a damn about her baby and she's hiding from CPS, child. Like, the girl is squatting at his house, y'all. She got to pay the bills some way, somehow. First of all, Ray J is known as the industry dealer. Like, he's going to sleep with anything with the hole. Like, let's just get that out the way. And here goes Chrisean's ass, high as a kite, bringing Junior everywhere around everybody. Like, I swear that baby do not rest. Like, if this girl do not have this baby propped up in the background somewhere, she's going to lift him up. And you could just tell his body just be looking so stiff. He be looking so tired. And it's crazy, y'all, because the people who be on Chrisean's stream, like, they don't pay that baby any mind. Like, they act like that baby is damn near invisible. Like, this poor baby, y'all, and that's his mother. This girl don't even interact with her own baby. Like, and anytime she does acknowledge him, y'all, she does that babble talk. Or she'll cover his face anytime he shows signs of disabilities. Like, it's so ridiculous. And it's just so sad, y'all, because there are mothers out there who actually want to take care of their children. They just do not have, like, the means or resources to do so. So they get their kids taken away, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Chrisean is seemingly not getting Junior the help he needs. Like, do y'all remember the mom in Ohio? I think her name was like Kelly Williams or something. They sent her ass to jail because she sent her children to a better school district. Meanwhile, Chrisean is out here doing God knows what with Junior. Like, this girl really be high, drunk at the smoke shop, just doing anything with this damn baby. Like, this poor baby do not rest at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Blueface may be a lot of terrible things, but one thing that he did not do was lie about Chrisean's character, child. Like, Blueface said once, and I'll say it again, Chrisean Rock never wanted to be a mother to Junior. She just wanted a lifetime attachment to Blueface because she has an unhealthy obsession with him.
And this is exactly what I talked about in my baby mama culture video, both part 1 and part 2 now, because I have 2 parts because you bitches be pissing me off. But it's just like, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that trapping a nigga with a baby is not going to make him like you any fucking more. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying that. Just because you open your legs for a man and he gets you pregnant and you decide to keep that baby, because yes, everybody has a choice. You decide to keep that baby, but you really think that having a baby by a man who doesn't even fuck with you like that is going to make him stay? Oh my God, like, bro. Stop having sex. Stop having sex. Stop being so fucking horny that you bring children into this world that you don't even care about. Oh my God. And the reason why I'm getting so mad, so turned up about it is because literally, like, you can live a child-free life. This is exactly what child-free women are talking about when they're like, I know the lifestyle I want to live. And I know that adding a child into that mix is not going to help. Chrisean, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And this is also where I talk about arrested development. But we already know, especially Chrisean has talked about the things in her childhood. Cool. But you haven't even healed from that, which is essentially making you repeat a cycle. And it's literally like, it just bothers me so much because like I already work with kids who are disabled and different spectrums and all of that stuff. So it bothers me so much that when kids come into the school system and they have all these issues and learning disabilities and whatever, a lot of the times it's the parents neglecting them and not giving a fuck about their education. So their kids are running around, not doing nothing, not learning anything, not having any structure. And then they come to school where there's structure. We have block periods. There's, you know, certain times we're doing this today. Kids are walking all up around the halls, not wanting to do nothing, cussing their teachers out. These are the same kids who drop out and don't graduate. So this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that you're having a child to parade him around to almost like gain sympathy from public and society because of the shitty things that you do. But in the end, it's just making us look at you even worse because you don't give a fuck about that child enough. It would have looked so much better if you put him in the programs. If you were parading that child around, like, I understand the monetization of children, and this is exactly why I'm saying neglecting your children for clout. I understand the monetization of children, and this is why people do what they do online, have family vlog channels and everything in that sense. But what would have been so much better if you really wanted to garner sympathy from the public is putting that baby in programs. And if you wanted to film that, you wanted to film his development, you wanted to show how he's learning, everybody would have ate that shit up and would have been like, wow, Chrisean is such a great mother. Like, because I know at the end of the day, that's what you think in your heart that you're doing, but you're not. And I promise you, because let that baby have a nanny. You make enough fucking money to give that baby a nanny. You make enough money. You are around enough people who have the resources to be able to connect you with things like that, with programs. Yet you don't want to take advantage of it. And that is why I'm looking at you fucking weird. Hello? I think what a lot of people are also skipping over is the fact that people were saying that Chrisean had chlamydia when she gave birth to this baby, and that is why he's blind. She said that she didn't want to have no C-section because I think she has a Jonathan tattoo or whatever on her stomach or whatever the fuck, and she didn't want a C-section because it was going to ruin that and she was gonna have an ugly scar. So she decided with her STD fucking having ass to push that baby through the birth canal, knowing damn well there was a very high possibility that that baby was gonna come out blind. And look at her baby now.
So come to find out, the reason Chrisean Jr. is blind is because during labor, the doctors told Chrisean that she had chlamydia and that it would be best to get a C-section so that he doesn't pass through the canal, because if he passes through the canal, he might come out blind. But no, guess what, y'all? She didn't want to cut her Jonathan's pussy tattoo. You know that tattoo she got right on her C-section line?
All the decisions, her drinking, her smoking during her pregnancy, and it literally being broadcasted. That is why I'm saying everybody around you are fucking enablers. And that's why some people don't like me, because I don't be enabling shit. I will call you clean the fuck out. I don't do that shit. So that's where I'm just like looking at everybody who has surrounded Chrisean. Everybody has failed that baby. Everyone. All of y'all are responsible. And at the same time, so no one was gonna say nothing when she's sitting there sipping her drink, smoking weed, knowing damn well she was pregnant? You don't care. You don't care about having a kid. You care about what it looks like for you to be pregnant with this baby and da-da-da-da. I'm disgusted. Before I get too mad, we need to move on to the Resilient Jenkins, because that's probably gonna make me more mad. But Chrisean's pissing me off because all of this was preventable. I think that's the part that just makes me like, oh my gosh, about the whole situation is that Chrisean had a choice and she chose fucking wrong. She chose to bring a child into this world to suffer at her expense. That's all I gotta say. I think especially with me volunteering in a school now and me being a mandated reporter essentially, I look at all these situations differently, especially when it comes to kids. Which, like I said, is us segueing into the Resilient Jenkins, because what the fuck is that white woman doing to her kids, bro? What are you doing? So if you don't know, originally the Resilient Jenkins got famous off of turning their living room / dining room into a bedroom for their kids, but it was really just mini foam mattress toppers on the floor while her and her man slept in the bed in the nice ass bedroom while her kid slept on the floor, right by the door too, mind you. So if anybody came in, if anything were to happen, those kids are right there front and center. Hello?
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly, after making do for nearly 3 years now, I have nothing but a grateful spirit for the roof over our head. Generally, the instant judgment me and my husband receive, why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them? See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people on. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance. And like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in one bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want. Appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next video.
So obviously after a while, she was like, oh, this creator fund, I'm making some money. Yet didn't pay her bills and got evicted. Okay, cool. She makes decent money too from the creator fund. Even if you don't get likes and stuff like that, it's the views. How many views are you getting per video? And people are watching her shit, which is how she's making this money. So with saying that, she got evicted. Evicted? Okay. Stop. So she got evicted. Right after they got evicted, they moved into a motel. Then they were bouncing around from like motel room to motel room because there's like a thing where you can't stay in a motel room for like more than 30 days or 60 days. One of the two. So they had to keep moving. Like, I'm like, why don't you go to an extended stay with like 2-3 bedrooms? Like, yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but like your kids will actually have rooms, a kitchen. They won't be on top of each other. Like, was an extended stay never in the cards? Was that not an option? Because like people be at extended stay. So I'm confusion. And then mind you, she got a baby daddy who don't even have a job. Okay. And the reason why she especially went viral is because she was pregnant during that time. So you're meaning to tell me that you got 7 motherfuckers basically in a 1-bedroom apartment, you and your man take the full bedroom when you could have just stuffed all the kids in there, could have got them like 2 sets of bunk beds and called it a fucking day. And then y'all could have set up a bed in the living room like it was a studio apartment. I don't see why. Or a couch that turns into, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many options. And I think that's why people were so fascinated being like, you really stuck your kids in the living room while you got the bed? Like, it already showed like, boom, you don't give a fuck about being a mom. Then you're pregnant by this bum ass nigga who can't go out and get a job, because for those who don't know, if you owe child support, they will garnish your wages. I've seen men literally become servers just so they don't have to pay child support, because most of the time, depending on the restaurant you go to, you get to take your tips home, or your tips are like on a credit card or card that reloads every time you work, so you literally just swipe it and it's like a debit card. So he don't want to go get no 9 to 5 because they're gonna garnish his wage significantly because he hasn't been paying child support. And that's also where I'm like looking at Stephanie like, this your man? Yup, and you gonna stick beside him. Okay, I wasn't surprised.
Illegal things the Resilient Jenkins have filmed and posted to the internet. Let's start off with the fact that Stephanie has filmed Drew driving several times, even though he has a suspended license. The reason Drew supposedly has a suspended license is because he owes over 10 years worth of child support. And if you owe a lot in child support, they can actually suspend your license. So this video was posted to Stephanie's sub only, but it very quickly got out to the mainstream internet, and this totally could be used against Drew in court. Next illegal thing Stephanie filmed was her saying that she will be abandoning her cats when she gets evicted. She made a whole video, even throwing out the litter boxes. Don't worry guys, one of the cats has been rescued, and because of this video, charges are pending against Stephanie. The next illegal thing they filmed was the entire reason they went viral in the first place. I explained this in one of my videos about the Resilient Jenkins, but basically Stephanie and her kids illegally moved into a rent-assisted apartment with Drew and his son. Drew lied and said Stephanie and her kids were not living there, that only him and his son were, and when he went to court and tried to do this, the court was like, no, we have screenshots, we have proof that Stephanie and her kids are living there, which led to them getting evicted, on top of the fact that they hadn't paid rent in several months. If you guys haven't noticed so far in this video, Stephanie and Drew have a trend of filming things and then not really thinking about the fact that these things are illegal and can come back to bite them in court. Either they truly don't think what they're doing is wrong, or they just aren't very smart.
It's also just sad because the kids are now back in school, and I can only imagine being teased and knowing that kids have social media. So a kid has probably seen their mom or knowing their situation of whatever. And it just, I know those kids are gonna have resentment. And especially that the summer that just happened and those kids being stuck in that motel room, oh bitch, I'd go stir crazy. I would go fucking stir crazy. And there's even a clip where her daughter comes over and is like, can I sit with you? Like, I won't talk to you. Like, I just want to sit with you. She's like, I won't say anything. I just want to sit with you. She's like, you need to go figure out something to do. Da 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 da. And it's probably because you're scared. You're scared of what your kids are gonna say.
Suppy, can I hang out with you for a little? I promise I won't be in the video.
It's not about that. If I'm just gonna sit here and conversate with you, then I'm gonna have to just turn it back off.
You can still talk to your video.
It's not about that, Addie. You and your sister need to go find something to do. Go play or go back inside.
Yes, I did, yeah.
What's up, baby girl?
Are you done making videos yet?
Not quite yet. Look, her hair's getting pretty long. Her hair's growing faster than Lila's.
Cool.
She looks a ton like you.
At least can you continue your videos?
It's funny how you guys don't ever care that I'm doing something with my phone except when it's online.
You continue the video, but can we stay here with you?
Nope, I'll go ahead and turn it off.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Because I don't generally have you guys on the lives like that. I'm gonna go, okay? I'll talk to you.
Like, or you're talking shit about your kids or about the situation in some sorts and you don't want them to hear it. And I'm telling you, your kids are gonna resent you. Why are you having so many kids if you can't even give them the attention that they need? Genuinely. I feel like another reason why they didn't go to an extended stay or didn't even put a down payment, because even when you don't have like good credit when it comes to apartments, you can put a significant down payment or pay multiple months in a row just so you can be safe and you have a place. She didn't do that. This girl is making at least thousands of dollars from the creator fund. She posts damn near every fucking day and is getting like 300,000 views. Like, people are watching her stuff, but they're not liking it. It doesn't mean you have to engage in it, because people are watching it so they can make a video off of her, and that's how she's making her money. Because like people say, even though it's not good publicity, like all publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad, because at the end of the day, her account is getting numbers, she's getting paid, and she's able to keep doing the drugs that she's doing. Yeah, homegirl's on drugs. Same with her little boyfriend. Those niggas are on drugs, because the fact that you are making so much money from the creator fund and you're telling me you haven't saved none of it to be able to put a down payment on something for your kids to be able to live in, even like subsidized living or whatever, anything of that sort. But you don't care. You never cared about those kids. You never cared about being able to make sure that they have a comfortable place to lay their head, because you care more about a man. Yeah. And why are you sweeping rocks off your patio? Go clean that motel room when there's 7 of y'all motherfuckers in that bitch, okay? Go focus on cleaning that. Why are you sweeping rocks? You're trying to find something to do, and baby, it's giving addiction. Okay? Thank you. And this is what I mean by you can put your kids in a proper home. Your kids do not have to suffer. I promise you. So this is where I'm talking about, like, it's selfish. It's selfish at the end of the day that you are choosing to willingly put your children in this environment and in this situation for your own benefit, just because you want to. You have the money, you just don't want to. And that's why I look at you weird. I know a lot of the times people talk on like family channels and monetizing their children that way. I wanted to talk on the aspect of neglecting your children for clout, because Chrisean and the Resilient Jenkins are two in the same person. They are the same person. You guys are both neglecting your children for clout, and you're posting online thinking that shit's cute, thinking people are on your side, and it's really, we are just judging. Let's be honest, we are judging. Not everyone should have kids. I stand by that. I stand by that. If you do not have the means to take care of yourself, you have no means to take care of a child. Chrisean, I'm talking about you. You were in not the headspace, not the environment you needed to have that child, and you really thought that by having some type of extension towards Blueface, knowing damn well that's not even his baby, that was gonna keep him in your life forever. And look at where he's at now, jail, where he's probably the most happiest, let's be real, because he don't gotta do shit. He probably got a bae in there. Anyways, I think I've yapped long enough. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, y'all.